platformer part 4. And so, now we're creating platformer part 5. So, again, we added spikes in platformer part 4. Now we should add crouching. Crouching is, we actually have costumes for this, crouch 1 and crouch 2, and they're not very good. Yeah, anyways, I'm just going to upgrade these. Okay, yeah, the second one, I think, yeah, this won't be very good, but it's good enough for now. So, when the down arrow key is pressed, we can crouch. I'm also thinking about sliding. So let me just create a new one, slide. And for this, first I'm going to, oh yeah. And so now I just need to select the eyes and now, no, that's not sliding actually, hold on. So then one leg is out, and then one leg is in. Oh, again, this is not very good illustrations. But what you can do with this is you can run from enemies. But for now, we're actually not going to add this. I just wanted to make this too. So crouching. Okay, what happened? Hold on, let's see. Color mode original, yeah. Something is wrong with these images. Let me just try turning it to high contrast. Oh yeah, I think I'm used to this one. Yeah, I switched it back in my other account, but I forgot to switch it back in this one. So original is this, and high contrast is this. So yeah, I actually prefer high contrast. Hold on. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we better put this after run. So let's make this the last costume. Yeah, there. Collisions won't be messed up, and the running animation is back. So if you notice these particles, they're currently a work in progress, so I decided not to make a tutorial on them yet, but I might. So stay tuned for that. And so, what are we making? Crouching. Okay, wrong button. Hold on. Crouching. So, in the player controls, where is that? It's in somewhere. Ah, no wait, that's set SX. Hold on, set SY. We don't have to make this only about changing X and Y. If down arrow key pressed, now, no need for this. We can just put this here. And now, instead of setting SY to 12, which would just be an easier way to jump, we can do crouch mode. Crouch mode for all sprites. And then set it to 1. And if we do an else, okay, we can't jump while crouching. That's one important rule. And also set crouch mode to 0. So now, let's see. Where is it? Crouch mode. So now, if I want, it will go down when I press the down key. So now, all we need to do is head into the set costume sprite and go to the if. And now, if crouch mode equal to 0. Mode equal to 0. Else, switch costume to, what costume is it? So it's 3. 3 plus frame mod 2. Crouching won't have particles, so just test this. Hold on, is frame being changed? Hold on, yeah, there. Just move it there. And that is the worst crouching animation I've ever seen. So let me just upgrade this a bit now. Let's just test it out when we're walking. This leg is coming in, yeah. Well, at least it's better than my other one. And I'm also going to create something called crouch. And then I'm going to put this as last again because, hold on a minute, move to button. Again, that's scratch add-ons. But let's call this idle crouch. Or I realized we can just change a few values a bit, so now it should, so I guess it'll be fine. Idle crouch, and so this will be the idle crouch thing. But in order to fix the running animation from doing that, we'll do 19. Now it's back to the regular running animation. So now, all we need to do idle crouch. Okay, so is that it? Well, not exactly. Hold on, I think I might need to edit the level in order to show what's happening. And I think you probably already know what's happening. Hold on, let me just remove the outline so that way it maintains with the level. We have to make this shorter than the player and taller than the crouch. So, yeah, this is, no, that's, yeah, there. Hey, I can't enter. That's because crouching does not have a hitbox. So, hitbox, crouch. Yeah, hitbox, crouch. And now, it'll only be half the height, so its head might still pass through. So I'm just testing. But anyways, where is that hitbox? Switch costume to hitbox idle. Hold on, I think it's in the game loop. Oh yeah, game loop function. Where is that function? Okay, I think I'm a bit lost. Let me just use this thing. Game loop. Yeah, there it is. Player hitbox. Okay. If crouch mode is equal to 0 again. So if crouch mode is equal to 0, to crouch mode and idle, no, not idle crouch. That's not how, yeah, hitbox crouch. Now, hold on, what? Hold on, oh yeah. Now, the problem, if you get up while you're crouching, your head is stuck. So I actually don't think that's much of a problem, but let's first fix this one. For some reason, it's not animating. Hold on, let's just check. Frame. Okay, yeah, it's working. Frame is increasing. And what about SX? The thing that actually controls it. So when you press down, what? Hold on. I think I might have done something in reverse. Aha, there it is. Now it works. So now we can stand here and so crouching works. And now it's time to fix that other thing. So we have a few options. Either we can force the player into crouch mode if they stay under a wall, which is quite doable. We can kill the player if it does that, which I don't think is the correct option. Yeah, I think we're going to make it so that way the player is forced into crouch mode. So, by the way, I remember what sliding looks like. Oh, it's not like this. There, you would look like that. And your arm would be like that. There. Now, in order to fix this, we can do, now, hold on, where is it? Oh, hold on, Y, yeah, it's in move Y. No, yeah, set SY here, and instead of doing this, hold on, so first we do check above. I thought I would just create something for this. And now if we go into check above, we can switch costume to hitbox, idle, if touching level. You know what? I actually don't think we need a chest and block for this. It would just be easier to not do it. So, hitbox idle, and I do an if else, touching level, and this will be in the else. Otherwise, don't do anything. So now it's forced into crouch mode until you leave. So we've made some good progress with crouching, but I think the video is actually quite short, so crouching is quite easy to make. Another thing is you can crouch while you're jumping, something which I'm going to try that now. Okay, I did it. It is physically possible. Never mind. What's not possible? Let me just try this. Okay, that is not possible. What I'm doing right now in this. So basically, I move my legs while doing that. So let's just do a safeguard against it. So, and SY is equal to 0. Hold on. SY is less than 1. There. So now if I do like this, hold on, again. This is a very hard trick to do. Huh. Hold on, SY is equal to 0? Let's try this. I think it's gone. I'm not able to tell, but I think it's gone, yeah. Also, I backpacked the script in order to do this. I just want to remember what this was. So, hold on, let's just, hey! Oh, yeah, it's in my other account. Hold on, what was the code? I think it was set Y to something about timer, yeah. So now, in a forever loop, set Y to, hold on, I think it was, let's try 4 times timer times 180, I'm not sure. Let's just try this out. Okay. Huh. Maybe it's a mod? One times this? What's this? Okay, no. What is timer? No, hold on. Maybe it's divided by? No. Times? Again, no. Maybe it's 1 divided by timer times 180? And let's try 4 divided by? No movement. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this video and then come back with the answer, okay? Okay. Good news, my main account is becoming a scratcher. So, sorry, my YouTube account is becoming my scratcher. I think my main account became a scratcher a few years ago. But my YouTube account is becoming a scratcher while I was trying to search. So, see you. Okay, I remember. It's supposed to be sine. I forgot about sine. So, I forgot about the basic operation of the sine wave. Editor's note, sine waves are actually not a basic operation. It is 9th grade math. Whoa! Whoa, hold on. Oh yeah, times, yeah. So this is the script, which makes the lava move up and down. And here's the interesting thing. You could change these values. that increases the distance which it travels up and down, and this increases the speed. So let's go with 7 times sine. Yeah, this looks much better. And so I think that would be the end of the video. Hey, hold on a minute. What is SY? Wait a minute. I think I know what the bug was. It seems that... I think we can just do that walking thing, actually. That seems like a better idea. Anyways, let's just see whether this works. Yeah, that works better. So, as this is now stuck in crouch mode, everything is functional. So, I'll see you next time. And probably next time, I'm not sure what we're going to discuss, but hold on, let me just do something. Oh yeah, here. Okay, yeah, we're going to discuss wall jumping next time. So, goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.